again, 507, class number 507. Before the class, Marta said, mucha mierda. I said, well, she said, in English, we don't say mucha mierda. We say break a leg, rompete una pierna. You see, in the world of theater, mundo del teatro, in the world of theater, it's bad luck to say good luck. And so in English, we say break a leg. Break a leg. All right, it's claro, rompete una pierna. So, but in Spanish, you say mucha mierda. It's interesting. And I'm surprised that many people don't know why. Well, the expression in Spanish, mucha mierda, which is wishing luck, deseando suerte, it's wishing luck, is from the 19th century, the second half of the 19th century, during the period of theater, with the theater, especially with for example, with Chapi and with all of the zarzuela in the theater. Now, if a play is una obra de teatro, or a musical, like zarzuela, if it's very successful, si tiene mucho éxito, if it's very successful, a lot of people went. In the 19th century, a lot of people went to see the musical or to see the play. And of course, they went in horses and carriages, buggies, carrozas, carros, and they went to the theater. They got out, they went into the theater to watch for 2 hours, watching the play. And in the meantime, the horses and the carriages were waiting outside. And of course, the horses, we say horse dung. We're leaving a lot of horse dung on the ground. And then, after the play, the people came out, and they went home. But there was a lot of horse dung in front of the theater. Había mucha mierda delante del teatro, de caballo. And so that was a sign, señal, that it was a very popular play, you see, because a lot of people went. And so they said, que haya mucha mierda delante del teatro. You didn't know that, no? Marta didn't know that. So that's the origin of the expression that's still used today. But in English, we say break a leg. All right. I'm going to continue with Ronnie Perkins. Ronnie Perkins. You see, Ronnie Perkins in this picture, Ronnie Perkins is in a flower shop. He's in a flower shop. He's buying flowers. And you can see a young lady, she works in the flower shop. And behind Ronnie is a man. That man is Paul Schwartz, who is an employee of Ronnie's father's detective agency in London. But now Paul Schwartz is on assignment in Monte Carlo. All right. Now, we're going to go through it again, but I didn't finish yesterday. This is a long episode, eh? Aquí hay mucho, es muy denso. It's very, very dense. Ronnie Perkins has grown 10 years in 1 week. Ha madurado 10 años en una sola semana. Why? Tres cosas le pasaron to wake him up. Yes. Three events have come together. 3 events have come together to wake him up to reality. 3 events have come together to wake him up to reality. Yes. The first event started about 4 weeks ago. Ronnie met a French girl by the name of Yvette. She was beautiful, sweet, and intelligent. Wow, perfect. 3 ingredients that he had never experienced before in a woman. He had never met, apparently Ronnie had never taken the time to truly meet the right kind of people. Why? Because he was too busy. He had always been so busy trying to impress the jet set, los de la jet, that he had never taken the time. No, he had never slowed down. Nunca había ralentizado, desacelerado. He had never slowed down. Slow down. Desacelera, ralentiza, para, más despacio. Slow down. The opposite is speed up. Come on. Speed up, slow down. Speed up, slow down. Speed is velocidad. Speed. Ahora bien, acelera, chico. Dale. Speed up. Más rápido. Speed up. Speed up. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down a little. You're driving too fast. Speed up a little. You're driving too slowly. All right. So, Ronnie had been so busy trying to impress the jet set in Monte Carlo that he had never slowed down to meet and get to know real people. No? Yeah, to meet and get to know real people. I know this practically by heart. Okay, real people. He met Yvette, escrito Yvette con Y. He met Yvette at a cocktail party, no? Yes, at a cocktail party given, ofrecida, que sería una fiesta de cóctel ofrecida. He met Yvette at a cocktail party given, dada, o sea, ofrecida, given by the French Yachting Club in Monte Carlo, yes, in Monaco, the French Yachting Club in Monaco. She was the daughter of the president of the club, right? Yeah, she was the daughter of the club's president. And she was serving drinks at the party with the rest of the hired personnel. She was serving drinks just like a normal employee of the hired personnel at the cocktail party. She was serving drinks. Okay. At the end of the evening, al final de la velada, evening, además de la tarde y noche, también es la velada. At the end of the evening, Ronnie invited her to have a late dinner, and they spent the next 3 weeks going out together, saliendo juntos, going out together. They spent the next 3 weeks going out together. Ronnie had tried to impress her, yes, with his fluent French. Je parle français. Très bien. With his fluent French, his yachts, mis yates, and his Jaguar, his flashy Jaguar flamante. Flashy Jaguar, aquí dice sporty. Bueno, muy deportivo. His sporty Jaguar. However, as the daughter of a yacht owner, Yvette had seen everything. Ella ya había visto de todo. To impress Yvette now. Yeah. And she instantly realized, ya está, este chico es un fantoche. Yeah, she instantly realized that Ronnie was a show-off. A show-off. 4 nights ago, she finally got fed up. Yes, también. She finally got fed up. Pero hay que decirlo junto. Fed up. Fed up. She finally got fed up and told him that he was pretentious, lazy, and empty. Wow. Ronnie, you're pretentious. You're just pretentious, lazy, and empty. Pretty strong, eh? Pretty strong, okay? Since then, desde entonces, since then, she hasn't answered any of his calls. Huh? Yes. She hasn't answered any of his calls. All right. The very next day, segundo acontecimiento, second event, Ronnie had another surprise. Paul Schwartz, the man in the picture, Paul Schwartz showed up, apareció, de improviso. Yeah, unexpectedly, de improviso, inesperadamente, unexpectedly. Paul Schwartz showed up, se presentó, showed up at Ronnie's apartment and informed him that Paul Schwartz, he was now the operations manager of a new company called AMY Limited. Then he told him the whole story. Se lo contó todo la tinglao con los turkey, the yates, and the whole thing. Then he told him he told him the whole story. Yes, about Nigel's decision, Ronnie's father, Nigel's decision to buy out the Turkey family. To buy is comprar, but to buy out means adquirir las acciones de, las acciones en manos de la familia Turki. To buy out the Turkey family. Hacerse con su participación mediante dinero. To buy out the Turkey family. Ronnie was speechless. Ronnie was speechless. Speechless. I don't know what to say. Ronnie was speechless. Claro. Painful, doloroso. Painless, indoloro. Hopeful, esperanzado. Hopeless, sin esperanza. Helpful, muy servicial y de mucha ayuda. Helpless, desamparado e impotente. ¿Qué puedo hacer ante esto? Helpless y muchos más. Yeah. Harmful, dañino. Harmless es inofensivo. Harmful, harmless. Y aquí, speechless. Pero no existe speechful. Speechless. Ronnie was speechless. Finally, Paul Schwartz told him that his business decisions, Ronnie, tus decisiones de negocio. Finally, Paul Schwartz told him that his business decisions had been so unwise, tan imprudentes, insensatos, poco acertados. Finally, he told him that his business decisions had been so unwise and dangerous that a banker, un banquero, a banker in Monaco had warned Nigel. Hello, Nigel Perkins. Yes. This is John Evans from Barclays Bank in Monaco. Listen, I think you need to know that your son, he's warning, advirtiendo al papá, ojo, tu hijo se está metiendo en cosas, in shady business. Shady means con sombras. All right. As a result, Paul Schwartz told Ronnie that his business decisions had been so unwise and dangerous that a banker in Monaco had warned Nigel, el papá, the father. As a result, como resultado, debido a esto, as a result, fíjate, en inglés, como un resultado. As a result, a decision had been made, voz pasiva, a decision had been made to rescue the boy, rescatar al chico, al muchacho, to rescue the boy from the hands of a dangerous family with ties to the mafia, con vínculos a la mafia. To rescue, a decision had been made to rescue the boy. To rescue is rescatar. To rescue the boy from the hands of a family with ties with the mafia. All right, ties. Tie es una corbata. Tie también es atar. Pero ties puede ser corbatas en plural o también vínculos. Aquí dice with ties to the mafia. Yes. As a result, a decision had been made. Had been made ¿qué? To rescue the boy from the hands of a dangerous family with ties to the mafia. All right. In the end, Ronnie realized, al final se dio cuenta Ronnie. In the end, Ronnie realized that he had been stupid and that he should thank his father for saving him in time. Yeah, he realized after listening to the conversation with Paul Schwartz, he realized that he had been stupid. Qué tonto he sido yo. He realized he had been stupid and that his father had saved him in time, justo a tiempo, yeah. So he realized that he had been stupid and that he debería dar las gracias al papá, a su padre, that he should thank his father. He realized that he had been stupid and that he should thank his father for saving him in time. Gracias por salvarle a tiempo al hijo, for saving him in time. The third and final event, ya son dos, the third and final event, all right, that woke Ronnie up to reality was a telephone call he received yesterday from Carlo Turchi, Giuseppe's son. He said he had never met a bigger idiot than Ronnie Perkins, and that his family had earned a $2 million profit thanks to Ronnie's incompetence. Un poco fuerte, chico. Yeah, Mr. Carlo. Paul Schwartz was in Ronnie's apartment when Carlo called. When Ronnie hung up, when the conversation was over, when Ronnie hung up, he turned to Paul and told him he needed to go down to a flower shop next to his apartment building and send a bouquet of flowers to a girl he had met a few weeks earlier. Paul decided to go down with him. Yes. As they went down the elevator, Paul noticed a look on Ronnie's face that reminded him a lot of his boss, Nigel Perkins. Could it be that the boy was finally starting to take after his father? To take after his parecerse, in forma de ser. To look like, I look like my father, but I take after my mother. Okay, so Paul Schwartz, on the instructions of Ronnie's father, negotiated with the Turkey family to buy out their shares, and to create a new company called AMY Limited, in order to save Ronnie. All right. Now, he showed up at Ronnie's apartment, and he told Ronnie the whole story. He said, Ronnie, it may be a surprise to you, but your father gave me instructions to come here and to buy out the shares in the Turkey family. We bought out their shares for $4 million, and we have created a new company called AMY Limited. I'm the operations manager of the new company. And so Ronnie was very surprised. And he told him that the reason was that a banker in Monaco had called Nigel, warning him that his son was getting involved with a dangerous family with ties to the mafia. And so Nigel made the decision. So Ronnie made several unwise decisions. And finally, while Paul Schwartz was in the apartment, Ronnie received a telephone call from Carlo Turchi, the son of Giuseppe, of the Turkey family. And Carlo called Ronnie an idiot. He said, "You are such an idiot. Thanks to your incompetence, we have made a $2 million profit." So, of course, Nigel Perkins wanted to solve the problem. And so he gave instructions to pay the necessary money, $4 million, to eliminate the problem as quickly as possible. And so Ronnie, he saved his son from a potentially very dangerous situation. But it cost a lot of money. And Carlo told Ronnie, he said, "Hey, you're such an idiot. Thanks to your incompetence, we made $2 million. We made a $2 million profit. Un beneficio de $2 millones. When he hung up, after the conversation with Carlo Turchi, he turned to Paul and he said, I need to go downstairs to a flower shop next to my apartment building. Apartment building is su bloque de apartamentos. Apartment building. He said, I need to go, there's a flower shop. I need to go down and buy some flowers for a special person. And so Paul, of course, it's for Yvette. He wants to, this is where you see him. He's in the flower shop here. And so Paul Schwartz decided to go with him, to accompany him. And so they went to the elevator, pushed the button, the elevator came, they got into the elevator and started going down. As they were going down, conforme bajaban el ascensor, as they were going down the elevator, Paul Schwartz noticed a look on Ronnie's face that reminded him of his boss, the father. Yeah. And he says, could it be that Ronnie is finally starting to take after his father? It says here, could it be that the boy was finally starting to take after his father? Podría ser que está por fin empezando a parecerse a su papá, a su padre. Could it be? All right, so what we know, to recapitulate, Ronnie Perkins maybe is going through a transformation. Maybe he's going through a metamorphosis. Maybe he's going through an epiphany. He's changing because 3 events. First, meeting a wonderful young lady, falling in love perhaps, and then boom, she broke up abruptly and said, you're pretentious, lazy, and empty. Okay. Second, Paul Schwartz came and said, listen, your father has just bailed you out. To bail out is achicar agua, si es en un barco que se hunde. To bail, but to bail out también es sacar a alguien de la cárcel, del calabozo con una fianza. It's to bail out. But to bail out también es un rescate financiero. Yes. Bruselas o el Banco Central Europeo ha hecho un rescate para un país, Italia, Grecia, Portugal, España, etc., to bail out. And so Nigel Perkins has bailed out Ronnie Perkins, his son, because his son has made so many unwise decisions. It's because the boy is a show-off. He's empty-headed. He's frivolous. He's superficial. But he's not, but I don't know. It seems at the end of this episode, it seems that maybe there is salvation for Ronnie. Hay salvación siempre, no? There's always salvation, all right? Can Ronnie be saved? Well, these 3 events, bam, bam, bam. These three events have bam, 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 have like slapping. To slap is abofetear. Dar una bofetada is to slap. Slap. S-L-S, slap, bam. To slap. Hey, Richard, have you ever been slapped? A few times, all right. But to slap in the face is algo te espabila, te despierta, un letargo, vitalicio a veces, sometimes. In this case, yes. And so, these 3 events, Yvette, the sweet, beautiful, and intelligent young French girl, whose father is the president of the yacht club in Monte Carlo, dumped him, so, bam, left him, broke up completely, and called him empty, lazy, and pretentious. Second, Paul Schwartz showed up at his apartment and said, listen, my young man, but your father has just saved your posterior. He just saved you from a potentially very dangerous relationship with the Turkey family. A banker from Monte Carlo, a Monaco bank, called your father and warned him that you were getting involved with the Turkey family in Corsica. And this family has ties to the mafia or ties with the mafia. And so we bought out the Turkey family. We bought them out. And finally, La Guinda, was Carlo Turki calling Ronnie and said, Hey, Ronnie, we just made $2 million thanks to your incompetence. Yeah. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie, for being such an idiot and for being so incompetent. Thanks to your incompetence, our family has earned $2 million a profit. O sea, limpias, euros limpios o dólares limpios. And so Ronnie was shocked. And it was a humbling experience que le humilla, que le baja los humos. Totalmente. It's a humbling. It's interesting. To humiliate is humillar. It's a bad word. But to humble is bajarle los humos. To humble. And for Ronnie, it was humble pie. Decimos tarte, comió tarte de humildad. And so he decided to buy some flowers for Yvette. Here you in the flower shop. Let's hope Ronnie changes. See you tomorrow.